this thing on? Hell yeah, microphone's working right away. We're in business here, people. We're in business. Let's move my multi-chat around. What's going on, everyone? It's been a few weeks, hasn't it? Has it been 3 weeks? I can't remember. I think it's been 3 weeks. So today I'm just going to be doing a little pattern drafting with Adobe Illustrator. Don't really know what I'm doing yet specifically, but these are usually successful little streams, so I thought I would do another one. Nice and easy. Instead of you guys watching me make more gorgets, plan B was going to be you guys watching me make gorgets, which I'm sure everybody was super excited for. Anyways, we're on TikTok, we're on Twitch, we're on YouTube Shorts, we're on YouTube Pants, which is YouTube but landscape. That's what we're calling it Pants. Yeah, and it's Friday. The last 2 Fridays I was busy. I was busy doing SCA, Society for Creative Anachronism stuff, where me and my friend were elevated to Prince and Princess, and then we went down to Crown last weekend in Southern Washington, which was super fun. So my Fridays were spent traveling. So, but let's see, where's my? There, we'll see. I don't know how great this is going to look on Shorts because it's, it is a landscape format looking at Illustrator, but I'll try to do as best I can. I'm making a tricorn hat or top hat. That's your suggestion, Jason? I think I would need to pattern that out like in paper. This kind of thing I'd have to do in paper. But today we're gonna do, I don't know. We could do a pouch. I've got a lot of pouches. How many different ways can you make a freaking pouch, though? Or maybe some quick vambraces. I haven't done a ton of vambraces, and I certainly know I've done a couple where I've just left them to the side, trying to decide when to deal with them. But I could do a simple vambrace easily enough. Hey, Tulu. Hey, everybody in TikTok. Grumpy Dwarf Leather, greetings. Yeah. Anyways. Make an alternative wallet, says Jed. Tilu, I'm going to pattern something. I think I'm going to do some bracers or vambraces because they're fairly easy. Remember, if anybody read the description of this, well, I don't know if it's in TikTok. The description won't be that, but I am usually when I do these pattern things, I want to do something that I can pattern fully in the stream. And then if you are here at the time that I request you to email me, then you get that pattern for free when I polish it up and finish it off. Now, if it's a vambrace, that's certainly going to happen. If it's something weird, it may not be a thing. More armor, says Jordan. I agree. I think we're going to do a vambrace. Really, it's just kind of, you just take your general vambrace template and break it up into parts and add some layers. Tulu says you would make a great British villain, sir. Whoa, well, someday. Nikki says being a Patreon sub for years, glad to finally catch a stream while they're live. See, something happened. I don't even know what that is. What was that? Where's my little thing that shows me what that is? Oh, Rogue Spirit followed Twitch. Thanks, Rogue Spirit. Too many places to stream now. It's good, but also, like, I have a very small audience, and I'm, like, all over the place. More than most people, probably. Maybe I just need to focus on one thing. I don't know. Anyways. My head is gigantic in this frame. But, that's okay. So I usually have a little spot where let's try and make sure you guys be sure to ping me if things aren't on screen very well for specifically for the vertical stuff like TikTok or YouTube Shorts, because things could get a little wacky. Rogue, I prefer YouTube, but I kind of fucked my YouTube channel doing streams, honestly. I think I get more people unsubscribing from a stream than I do subscribing. So I don't get a lot of clicks. It's a very small group of people that watch them. But in the end, fuck it. Do what you enjoy, right? All right. So I've got this. Let's just go over my little template for those that don't know how I do things. So this is generally how I've got things laid out. I've got my front page, some build notes, old build notes from a different pattern, tools and supplies. I've got another tools and supplies chart with leather thicknesses, so people can stop asking me. Actually, that's kind of crappily done. I think I should redo that. I thought it was nicer than that. Anyways, and then this will be the page layout of this. I'll like copy it all and then shrink it down and page layout it. Then we got some version notes, and then here, these are all. What size are these anyways? Okay. So 7.5 by 10 inches. So that gives me good margins for print. And then I just butt them all together. That way when I make something, it can cross over and print into both pages. And that makes that really easy for taping your patterns together. And I've also got a little dashed line that helps you figure out exactly where to cut and tape it together. Activity feed. Man, I need another monitor. Like one more. Anyways. Where's my I think I've got a pretty good handle on my multi-chat. Yeah, we've got the multi-chat for Stream Elements might conquer the streamer bot that I have currently, even though Botrix is up. All right, so with all those butted together, then we don't have to worry about, I used to do things really strange. Any advice on how to handle scale? I always have trouble with that when it comes to designing anything. Scale for scaling to different sizes. I tend to, so if I make a vambrace, I will come up here and I will go quite often. I think it's 10% down. I go 90%, 90%, and that'll be a size down. And then I just do that again and again and again and again. It might be 95. I can't remember. I'd have to double check some of my patterns. But I think it's 90. But the key there is to not go to go 90% from each one. So like, don't take this and go 70% to take it down a few sizes. Go 90% and then take the next one down 90% because that's a different ratio. Oh yeah, that's a good point. There is a free pattern right now on Patreon. It is one of my older patterns. It's my Viking pouch, which maybe Viking's the TV series kind of pouch, but not like a actual Viking pouch. It's got some serpent artwork on it. It's fairly simple, super simple in design. So go over to Patreon, become a free member, which occasionally I'll give out a free pattern, or I'll just try and entice you to become a full member. And if you then you can get a free pattern occasionally, just kind of lurk, and then go over to Discord. And if you build the pattern that I have just put up for the contest, if you build it and submit photos, I'm going to use those photos for my own social media stuff or my website, etc. Whatever. You can use them as well, of course. But once I've got, once you've submitted your photo, you automatically get a free pattern or a free piece of art. So it's like get a free pattern, get another free pattern if you get it in time. And I think I put the deadline for that pouch to be October 1st. Don't quote me, but that makes sense and how I usually do things. Yeah. Enough rambling? Okay, we're gonna do a vambrace, and it'll be amazing. We'll see. I'm a little out of practice. I've been kind of. Oh, we gotta make sure this doesn't. Yeah. Get over here. Oh, get over here. There. That's better. It's a little weird for me though. Let's turn it. If I turn myself as well, yeah, that's better. All right, I'm gonna put on some. I'm gonna show the grid so that where I can measure easily. I'm gonna snap to grid because that way I can make things nice and even off the top, which is always a good thing to do. What are we gonna do for vambrace? Usually I have my measuring tape lying around here, but we could do like a 6 or 7, 6.5, 7-inch long vambrace. I mean, if all we have to do is get her. Oh, what the fuck did I do here? I've never seen that before. What is that? How did I manage to put that on? Was that a different thing? Snap to grid. Grid. Snap to point. Smart guides. What is this crazy? What is this crazy thing? I gotta see if I can figure out how to get rid of that, because that's really annoying. Let's do workspace. What did I hit? That's a funny way to start the... I've never seen that before. Grid. View. It wouldn't be hide grid. No. What the fuck? We're off to a good start, people. What is that thing? It's not caps. Well. Alright, I'm gonna close Illustrator and open it up. Yeah, it should be already saved. That was very funny. Very comical. Please don't be there still. Okay, good. Show grid. Okay, snap to grid. All right. Okay. What? So it's a setting in my tools. They all do that. Fuck. 1 second. I gotta figure this out. It's gonna drive me nuts. View, smart guide. View. It's not a smart guide. If anybody knows, feel free to tell me while I try and figure this out. What is that fucking thing? So weird. Alright, do I stare at this for a while? Super exciting. Sorry folks, gotta figure this out first. Show slices, lock slices. Hide gradient annotator? No. Corner widget? What is this thing? What the fuck? Oh man. As far as purchasing the leather, you could do Lonsdale leather, which is a place I love to go to, or you can find your local Tandy, which is across North America. How did I get this stupid grid thing on here? Well, you guys can all hang out with me while I figure it out. I've never seen this before. Hide corner. Is it everywhere? Why? Remove illustrator kink grid target thing. I don't know. Pink lines and no, that's not what I want. Nope. How do I turn off pink lines in Illustrator? It's not what it is. Remove cursor. Maybe this is it. To remove the pink grid in Illustrator. It's not smart guides. No. You guys are gonna have to help me out here. What the fuck? Is it a control? Caps, shift, tab. What the fuck? Did I just crash it? No. Killing me here. Let's see. Is there a reset to defaults? Window. Workspace. Wouldn't be workspace. Preferences. Guides and grid. So pixel grid? No. Object guides. Alignment guides, object highlighting. Show distance guides. That's not it. Reference labels, measurement labels, spacing guides. Spacing guides? Perspective grid? Octavia says perspective grid. Am I missing it here? Show alignment guides while aligning the object to its last loop. No. How fucking dumb is this? Is that what it's called, you think? Octavius? Perspective grid. Illustrator. No, I don't think that's a term. View perspective grid, hide grid. View perspective grid. Yeah, it's not right now. Rulers. No. Well, we'll get going eventually here. Hide guides. No. What is this stupid shit? I'm getting so fucking angry. No, the grid is the that's the grid. This is exciting times. I gotta figure it out though. It'll drive me nuts. Pink. Hey, Rusty. We're just having a small problem over here. What about preferences? General. Reset all warning. Reset preferences. Okay. Restart now. Let's see what happens. No. If this doesn't fix it, I'll be pissed. It's not like I have a lot of preferences in Illustrator. Yay! Why it didn't... It was very weird. Anyways. Okay. Now there's certainly a lot of shit that I got to fix now, because everything's fucked, but whatever. Oh god. Workspace. Layout. Better. Holy crap. Oh, snap. Snap to grid. We're... Ooh. Interesting. Why does it... That's weird. I've never seen that before. So it's a snap to grid thing. Is there a snap to grid preference? Guides and grid. Grid and blank show pixel grid. Above... I don't know what that is. They must have updated it. It must just be a new stupid thing. Alright, I'm putting up with it. Oh, what if I do... Well, it still does that. Very weird. Oh, I can just do $2. $2. What did we say? We're going to do like 7 by 6.5 or something. Oh, that's 8. Oh, that's better. Seven inches tall. It's fairly long. Let's keep it a little shorter. Let's go 6. 6? 6.5. Okie dokie. So, as we're working our way through this, we must find our wrist measurement. Mine is probably, what is it, 7? Whatever. We'll just move this through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We don't want it like that. Then let's take these out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at the... Yeah, I'm gonna get a measuring tape just to have it handy. I want to get rid of that pink cross, Trust. That happens when I do... That says grid. Like, why is it there? I've never seen it before. Very strange. Alright. What is my wrist? Do I even know? My wrist is 7.5. And we're doing 6.5 up. So I'm just going to measure up my arm. 6.5 up. And then that is... like 10. You need space for over, so it doesn't bunch up. What did I say? 7.5 by 10. And this is 10.5 at the top. No, why is this weird? There. 7.25 by, oh no, 8 by 6.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 6.5. That should be fine. Where am I looking? Okay. General shape of our vambrace. Do we want to make it more squared or pointed or curvy, or what do we want to do with it? What do I got now? Right now I've got kind of pointy. Do I have a squared off one? Can't remember. Doesn't really matter. Whatever people like, right? This is for whatever, Queen's Vanguard. We're just doing a pattern for the hell of it. This is 6.5 high. Do I push it up to 7 or do I bring it down? I'm gonna bring it down and then raise it up a little bit. Yeah, like that. Queen says I like mine a little longer at the top of the hand and then curve them back on the palm side. You mean like kind of pointed out onto the hand? Have I done one like that? I feel like that the answer is, I think like the answer is no. I don't think I've done one that extends onto the hand yet. That's a good idea. Michael thinks I should round it. Well, I'm just going to go with people that are vocal and we'll figure it out from there. We've got our curve option here. We're also still snapping to the grid. So I can grab this and just bring it up. Bringing it back up to where we were at before, which was what, 6.5? Yeah, 6.5. Keeping everything even because we're snapping. Could do something if I took this. Oh, because the snaps there, just can't do what I wanted to do right now. We could also do something like this. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, could do it like that. Which is, we're off to a great start. We could then bring these down if we wanted to. Just fucking around, really. So if you haven't used Illustrator before, we've got our selection tool, and then we've got our direct selection tool. Selection tool will just grab everything, you know, so we've got the whole item. Direct selection will grab points, and it's especially handy when we are doing rounded corners with these little boop-a-doop-a-doops, whatever you want to call them, nodes. Peculiar Girl. Richard, I didn't know you were on here. I will definitely follow. Congrats on a big year. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate it. I can't see your thumbnail very well, so I'm not 100% sure who it is. So we could, depends on if we want to keep points or curves. I don't want to curve it up too much. I wonder if we can just pull these points down a little more. They are a little high. If we select both of them and bring them down. Ooh, this gets really weird. But sometimes really weird is good. Right? We can figure this out. I can just delete these and have a little redo if I want to. Everything's still even. Good. Everything is still even. Sometimes it's just playing with the stuff, you know? What the hell did that... Where'd this come from? Mumble, mumble, mumble. Occasionally I do play with some asymmetry. I was going to do like an elven vambrace that I've sketched and I haven't gotten around to. It had some leaves, not feathers, leaves. And it kind of goes, the leaves push up the outside of the arm kind of deal, but are less on the inside of the arm. Greens is switching to YouTube because of the dang ads. I understand. This is an okay place to start. It's a good shape, and it's a shape that I haven't used yet, really. It's looking pretty good. I do see a slight strangeness with this here and this here. This one's straight. I actually like how this curves, honestly. But we need to fix that, so I'll just take that out. There. Fixed. Everything else seems to be in the right spot. Thanks for stopping in. Peculiar girl. Thanks for subscribing there, Puck P. Appreciate it. Copper says, man, this seems a lot less headache than drafting in cardboard. So, for the longest time, yeah, I did like cardboard, and I would photo it or scan it, and then I would bring it into Photoshop and trace it. I don't know how I even made any patterns. It's just crazy. It's just, I didn't do it for very long. I finally decided to teach myself Illustrator. One of the curves I do like when making vambraces, and it is, you know, your forearm doesn't really go in a straight. It's not like it's a vase. Vase is a bad example. A cone, a slightly changing cone. Somebody else probably knows a better word than me. Anyways, it's very thin, and then it pops up a bit. So I do tend to try and find that with like a little bit of this action here, like that kind of. Sometimes it works, so sometimes it is terrible. It depends on how long this is. This is a 4-inch, so this isn't really. It should be pretty subtle if I'm going to do it. Pretty subtle. Yeah, like that maybe. That's about all I want. 2, 2, and 2, and then down here this is going to be 3 over and 4 from the top. There. Yeah. That looks about right. Okay. So we've got that little subtle tape. Michael says, I use paper and tape, but this software would love to use now. We're just getting started. We're just getting started. Copper says it's a mood. Cardboard pizza boxes and duct tape were my go-to for the longest time. I hear that for sure. All right, so, you know, I don't want to have all the corners super pointy. I just don't. Nobody's going to see them, but I don't like little pointy corners that are going to be poking you a tiny bit. So I'm going to take them all just a tiny bit in. Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Just a touch. There. We've got a pretty good shape. I like the shape. I don't want it to be just a simple flat vambrace. Like, you know, we got to do more than this. So then we just have to figure out. Have you tried using leather CAD? No, I've never heard of it. Oh, that's neat, Bryce. Interesting that it's specifically aimed at leather. That's kind of. I'm gonna Google it right now just so it can get into my history. Leather CAD. Leather CAD. Open source design CAD. It's strange that it's just specifically for leathercraft. At quick glance, looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. I should do a. If it's free, I should do a video on it. Thanks. I'm gonna email myself really quickly because then I could. Because you know not everybody can afford to get Illustrator. Emailing myself. Leather CAD. Look into Leather CAD. I get Illustrator no matter what. So, because I've got the full Adobe suite because I use all of it for what I do. And send. Nice. Love it. Love new things. My head is so cut off here. What's going on? It's just that it's gigantic is the problem. Anyways. Back to... There we go. Bryce says, made a leather bracer that has a wallet attached for Ren Fair. That's very cool. Like it. I know some will use Plushify to do patterns off a digital sculpt, but I'm going to check it out. Oh, thank you, Armor Crate. That's great. Stop it. All right. Now I just got to decide what I want to do with this the rest of the way, which will just be me quickly doing some little lines here and there just to see what I could do. But also, I'm going to lock this so I don't fuck it up as I like it. There. Where is it? Oh, there. Kind of simple, but nice. We're sticking with our kind of curviness. I also could break this up with a... Leather Cat also has a mandala mode for designing mandalas and Celtic knots for tooling and stuff. What? It's crazy. Let's move those a little bit. Come here, camera. There, it's probably a little better. Yeah, the wallet bracer idea is a good idea. I don't know if my brain has the power for that right now, but it's a good idea. Do I like where we're at right now? It's not a terrible idea. I'm gonna do this. Jed says lined mine with rabbit fur. Nice. You know, we can also do simple things like this. If you guys just wanted to do a simple bracer, we can go object, path. We can offset our path. And we can bring it in maybe 0.2? You know, 0.25. Whoops. Negative 0.25. Give it a little border. That would be really simple. See if I can remember how. Oh, that's not pointed anymore because it's yeah. Whatever. I'll figure that out later. Oh, nice. You're on Twitch too. Yes, I am. Gumby BG. I am everywhere, but nowhere. Too many things to see what's happening. Oh, thanks for following Gumby BG. There's one thing I wanted to do, and I can't do it because I could just do this. I could take these 2 points, and then I could bring them together. Can I join these at this point? No, I have to delete one. trying to do something. All right, I'm gonna undo this part. Where is it? Where's my chat? There's my chat. This is where sometimes it's just a lot of staring at what's going on. Do I want to break this up into different parts? Kind of, yeah. Snap to grid. Put a grid. Whatever. We're just fucking around for now. No, that's too low. I'm gonna do this. Nope, don't like it. We could do it to this though, if we're just looking at design ideas, object path, offset path. And then these can come into here. Just fucking around for now. So that's, I'm doing, what am I doing? A rolled edge of just regular leather around the already layered pieces? There's two contests right now. The crown one I've pushed till Monday. And then I've got a little Viking. It's not really Viking, but whatever. I didn't know when I made it. Well, I knew. I didn't care. This is the right word. I didn't care when I made it. I called it the Viking pouch, so now it's more my Viking inspired pouch, but it's free. There's a free pattern on Patreon right now. Sign up for free. You don't get much. You get to lurk and see what I'm releasing, and then maybe jump in on the paid tier. But occasionally I release a free pattern, so that's what I've done with this Viking pouch. And then we're having a contest. It goes till October 1st, and then you get a free pattern or piece of art just for entering, and you get 2 free patterns or 2 pieces of art if you win. Or like, you get the free one and then a bonus one. The entering one and then a bonus one. That's what I meant to say. This would be easier. This part where I'm figuring, like, after you've got the outline, figuring out, like, the general flow is easier for me in Procreate. But I don't really need to be opening Procreate right now. Let's just do it in here. Oh, I know what I could do. Let's try this. Object path. Offset path. Okay. Now we've got part of our path. Then I could also do something like this. Stop to grid. Zinc. Zinc. What if I take this on a curve in? It's kind of neat. What if I did the same down here? Oops. I'm more interested in doing it like this, actually. Oh, I should undo that other one first. Okay. What if it was more... What's going on here, weirdo? And now because I've just freehand dragged those, I'm going to grab both of them. Let's just make sure I got them both. One. Then I'm going to just align them just to make sure. Okay. That's not terrible. Hello, Erica. I can't say I'm feeling this one still. I still like this first one, even though it's really simple. Well, let's do this. I'm going to lock that. No, I'm going to copy that. Copy this. I'll lock it. I'll paste over it, just so I have that. Actually, let's change the color of this. Let's change it to something else. Okay. Lock it. Copy it. Oops. Copy it. Paste it. And then I'm just going to go with this one because I like it. I like it, and we don't need to overthink shit, right? Everybody wants a pattern at the end of the day, and that's what's going to happen. Unless somebody comes up with some crazy idea. I know... so yeah, Copper says sometimes simple is best. It gives a lot of tooling options. There you go. And I got to draw a bunch of stuff. Remember, 99% of my patterns come with art, so I got to do that too. What was I doing? Did I paste it? Okay, so it did paste it. What is going on here? Okay. It is pasted. Now, I'm going to put this together. Awkwardly. Probably really dumbly, honestly, but I'm going to do it anyways. Probably really dumbly, he said. Oh, that one's already... Oh, what? How's that one fine and this one's... Alright, now I'm a little worried about... Okay, I'm going to undo what I just did. And I'm going to... make sure that these are the same... Okay, I'm going to group them, which makes them like a single object, which is Control G. And then I'm going to center them to the whole object. See, everything shifted a little bit. Okay, now we're good. Now we're good. We've got our red underneath, but whatever. This is fine for now. Well, actually, it's not fine for now. Unlock path, delete. Unlock path, delete. Unlock path, delete. All right, we're pasting it again. We're making it red. We are copying it. We're locking it down, which is Control 2, just so it doesn't do anything. Lock, selection, and then we're pasting on top of it. Why am I doing this? Just so I have like I have it in the background, because I've got to split this into 3 parts, and it's going to take a little fuckarooing. That's what it is. Copper said, if someone wanted to be creative, they could always do some sort of scaling up the center. Hell yes, Copper. Large dragon scales or similar. Love it. I tried to do some dragon scales. It's around here somewhere. I still have to finish that vambrace off because it kind of sucked. It was on the right track, but there was a problem with it. So, all right. Let us not be scared of what we're doing here. Okay. We are. Oh yeah, this has to be black. Otherwise, everything just blends together. All right. What did I do there? There's that. Not what I wanted totally, but it's okay. Chop. this. I'm going to grab both of these, and then I'm going to... Oh, this might not work because it's kind of weird right now, the pattern, but I'm going to center it like that. And then join it. Control J. Oh, it did work. There's still something sketchy going on in here, though. I'm going to fix it first. What's going on that's all sketchy? Is there multiple pixels in here? Or nodes, I should say? Eh. Do I just do that? No. What's going on here? Join. There, that makes more. That looks better. We can always split this later and make it exactly what's going on here? This is a little weird. We can always split it up and copy it so it's like mirrored later. Then it'll be perfectly symmetrical. So I'm obsessively doing stuff that's probably not really necessary right now, but whatever. Now we can just go here, and we can go here. We're just adding nodes. In case I keep forgetting that I should be telling you guys what I'm doing, but we're adding nodes because without nodes we can't do this. We can't take this part, this section, and delete it and leave just this. Otherwise, we just delete the whole thing all the way up to the middle. All right, we got that. We grab these, and we're going to make them vertically aligned and horizontally aligned. And we're going to do the same with this. Vertically aligned and horizontally aligned. Then we're going to join them with Control J. Control J. And we, theoretically, unless I fucked it up, which is totally possible, have a thing. Other than it's way over here for some reason. What's going on? Is there a node there? Yeah, there is. Alright, so we got this chunk. We've got a chunk, people. Engels, how you doing? Yeah, you can always pick the best half to mirror, exactly. Now that I've moved that off, let's put it back. And then remove the chunk over here. There. Now, things you could... we're gonna... Because people are gonna get bored. You just are. You're about to leave, right? You were about to click off. I'm gonna show you how to do... I do my stitching holes. Just so in case you guys want to know how to do the stitching holes in Illustrator. Because it... again, just like how I used to make patterns in Photoshop, because I was insane. I was doing stitching holes... terribly. I was trying to pick the right word without saying something stupid, but yeah, terribly. So earlier I showed you guys how to do an offset path. So we're going to offset our path again, and it's going to be on the inside. I usually try and aim for like 4 mil. Like if you're doing wallets, you could get down to 3 or 2, but you better be using pricking irons and be super careful, because I guess everybody could use pricking irons on my patterns, but I don't think of them like that. I think of them as single holes. So -4 mil. That's not bad. And we're gonna go in here and we're gonna do a stroke. We want it rounded because they're round. There are stitching holes, rounded. Centered is fine here. We're gonna do a dashed line, which is gonna see you're gonna separate this into a dashed line. Does this still look good on it? Yeah, it is. But we don't want our dashes to have any length. We want the dashes to have no length. But we want the gap to be 15 is usually pretty good. You probably can't see it, but those are very tiny little holes right now. So I'm going to go up here and I usually go 1.5 mil. Now we've got some stitching holes. Oh, another option here is this one. This one that says aligns dashes to corners and path ends, adjusting lengths to fit, preserves exact dash and gap length. So I always use this one. Very rarely would I not use this one. So we've got some stitching holes. Lisa says, I make most of my holes with a rotary tool. You're insane in a good way, but you're insane. All right. Now, I do a lot of laser cutter stuff. I'm going to give you a quick example of, if you hit Control Y in Adobe Illustrator, it shows you the laser. What's the laser C? So all the laser C is where you just put all your stitching holes is a line. So if you were to put this into some laser cutting software, it would just, depending on what you did, would cut a line. It would never do any holes. So what you need to do is break it up. You need to expand appearance and then expand. Now they're all individual things. So if I go over and do Control Y again, right? You've got all, they look sketchy, but they're fine. They're great. And then because it's how I do things, I will take them and I will remove the fill so that it is a transparent, and I will add a 0.25. Make it a little bigger if it's paper pattern. I usually go up to like a 0.75 or so. If it's a laser cutter pattern, all my lines are 0.25. What SPI do you use for your stitching holes? I may have missed it earlier. SPI. Don't know what SPI is. Something per inch? Space per inch? I think I said on these ones it was 15 mil. I don't even know what the thing was. Points. I do 15 points. Does that help a lot? I use my eyeballs. I'm like, that looks good. It's usually between, I would say, as far as points go, it's between 14.5 and 16.5 points per inch. Just points. All right, so we've got this. It's wonderful. It's everything we've dreamed of. If we're stitching it, that is. If we're not stitching it, we can do a whole other thing where we do rivets. We can go just the same kind of idea, right? We do an offset path, minus, what even was it? Minus 2.5? Oh, what have I done here? Did I do what I think I did? I think I accidentally object expanded my line, which is not good. So we're gonna undo this. Won't take long. Yeah, see, I had the line, the outer edge of my pattern also selected, so it expanded that as well, which means it made it into 2 lines and filled it, which is, we don't want that. So we'll go back in here. We're gonna hit this, expand. There. Well, 1 second. It shouldn't have been expanded already. Let's just double check. There, that makes more sense. Expand appearance. Expand. Okay, go over here, do what I do before with the no fill, black. Whoops. Leave it on 0.75. There we go. Like the punches I have are 1.5 millimeter punches at 5 millimeter SPT. You can fill this. I don't know what that oh my god, my brain. What am I doing? Object path, offset path. Dashed line. So you can do. So the punches are 1.5 mil, or 1 mil, and yeah, like you could go 1.5 millimeter, and then if we go down here with 0, and then we can fill the gap with 5 millimeter. See what happens. If we look into here, it's pretty close to what I have, right? We're just off by a little bit. Yours, that's a little tighter than what I have, but you can see all the dashed, right? You can just throw a millimeter in there too. There we go. All right, now my back's sore. Let's sit up straight. Why don't you do that? Let's start with sitting up straight. All right. That's if we want to stitch all this like maniacs. Oh yeah, that's where I was going with that. I'm going to copy this. You know what? I'm not even going to copy it. I'm just going to make it invisible so I don't lose my mind. You could do this. Maybe -5. You could go stroke. Same idea. Holes. We can we do? What is 1/8? 0.125 inch? No. Well, I don't know. Anyways, dash line 0. And then we can just drive this gap number way up, so we have a rivet option instead. Right? It is also a little... Is it a little cockeyed? What's going on with it? Something's a little off, but I'm not too worried about it. It can always be fixed later. And then we can just move those around by fucking with them. That's not bad. I would like them at the corners though, but you know, we're getting there with that kind of option. And so if I was to do this pattern, I would probably, you know, give a riveted option, give a stitched option. But for now, and then we can, whoops. What's going on? Why are you being weird? F4? Why is F4 doing that? That's weird. Object. Expand appearance. Oh, my F4, F5 don't work anymore. Oh, because I got rid of my defaults. Okay, then. Can do stuff like that. Right. Pretty straightforward. I'm going to keep going with the stitching version just because that's what I'm doing right now. Okay. Make another one of these so I don't... Let me get rid of this. Get rid of this thing. Now we can unlock this, copy it, lock it again, paste in place, and then change it to black. I'm going to lock this as well. Well, first I'm going to send it to the back so it's not in the way. Arrange, send it back. So then it's just at the very back of what I'm doing. All right. Is there anything through this? Hopefully not. This is a little confusing now that I've got all these colors here. I've got an idea. Unlike my usualness, I have a different idea here. Alright. If I go object path, bear with me as I think this through. Offset path. Oh, it's not joined. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's joined or not. So I'm going to go object path, offset path, and I'm going to go -25? Holy Jesus. That's -0.25. -0.3? So we got -0.3 looks good. Just bear with me. Then I'm going to get rid of this one on the outside. All right. Alrighty then. I can get rid of this. I'm gonna take this right down. Oh, that's gonna fuck with that. Oh, see, this is where I'm just get myself all confused. I'm gonna pull off what I've got here. And then we're gonna unlock this again. Let's get rid of this. Fuck, I did it backwards. Alright. This is probably a convoluted way of doing this, but it's my way right now because we don't have the overlap made for this pattern, so we've got to kind of make it happen here. All right. All right. Ritz the Tiger thread. I use a lot of Ritz the Tiger thread. And I usually use 1 mil thread. I think that's what you guys are talking about. Centering off, join. Join. All right. These are the bottom pieces. So we could, if we wanted to, curve these off a little bit. Just a little bit. Actually, I'm not going to yet. I want to see how it lays over it first. Are these all unlocked? Yeah. Ungroup. Ungroup all. The fuck? What's going on here? Weird. Okay. I gotta do what I was gonna do. Cut. Paste. Grab. There we go. Group. Oh, this is missing a thing on down here. Whatever. So that fits back in there. That overlaps. So one thing we might have to do is like just fiddle with some of this stuff here. But otherwise it's looking pretty good. And we can do this just to give ourselves, just to make it look a little better. Where are you? You should be arranged to the front. Then these should be white. There we go. And then I can bring this to the front, arrange to the front, and then it can sit over however we want it to. Getting there, right? We're getting there. Sorry, I've been ignoring chat for a little bit here. If you're putting it into an engraver and need an SVG, you can import into Inkscape. Oh, from Leathercat? It's the big Leathercat conversation. Nice. Just a heads up that this stream, at least on YouTube, is brought to you by your donations. If you want to do super chats, super stickers, maybe give out some memberships. Level 2 of memberships gets patterns every month. After the first, is it after the first month? I always say this, and it sounds like a sales pitch, but it is a really stupid deal because, like, I think a level 2 YouTube membership is like $9 US. And you get one after the first month. You start collecting one pattern a month of your choice, and so some of my patterns are 24 bucks, and then YouTube takes 40% of that. So I don't know why I'm doing it, but it hasn't gotten carried away with so many people doing it. So I guess I'm not worried about it. But just my quiet rambles. All right, so we've got this. We did a bunch of stuff, so now it's just a pain in the ass. Okay, we're gonna go back to how it was. So I can see what's going on. All right. Now, do I want to deal with that corner differently? This shit here. I kind of do. This is fine down here. Oh, almost. There was some movement. Let's see how this is. This is like spot on. Are these balanced? Anyways. What kind of program do you use? I'm using Adobe Illustrator. People are currently in the chat talking about on TikTok talking about Leathercad. All right. This is a little off here, but I'll figure that out later. This works out fine. It stitches there, but this is a little weird. I don't really want it to be an angled stitch up there. And obviously the under piece, this chunk of red here can't be in the way, or at least it shouldn't be in the way. Or as close to not in the way as possible. What would I do? Let's see. Oh, I know. Is this going to be a lot of fuckery? Is that what's going to happen? Curve that edge back past that first hole. 100%. That was my first thought, but then it feels like there shouldn't be. It feels like it shouldn't be this. It shouldn't be like a weird line here. It should come up to the edge and then go straight over this way, you know? This is gonna go gunk, gunk, gunk. Just kind of weird. It's like just a clunky corner when it should be crisp. Like this should come right up to, like in theory. In theory, this could come up to, whoop, like here. And then this would be here. You know? And then... Is this ridiculous that I'm fucking with it like this? Yes. Right? Actually, that's not too bad. For just winging it really quickly, that's not too bad. This has got to be fixed too, though. So, like, I would go 1, 2, 1, and that would bring it up into alignment pretty good. I'm just gonna do it like that and see what happens. As far as how it looks, you know, it looks pretty good. What if I do this though? If I go object path, offset path, minus 0.2? No. Minus point... Oh, it's millimeters. Minus... What was it, 5 millimeter? No. Minus 4 millimeter. 4 millimeter. Then I can remove this thing. Yeah, look at that. The stickers don't make sound effects. What stickers? How many people are even watching this damn stream? That's the real question. Huh. 21 on the pants and 7 on the shorts. Nice. It's better than I thought. All right. Did I fuck this up? No. This is here. Okay, good. Just like I was saying before, to get these fucking corners, I want to get them out of the way anyways a bit. What? There. Just a little bit. Tiny bit. Nothing crazy. Is this grouped yet? Oops. Grouped. No. Oh, what was that? A little weird piece of randomness. There. I wonder if these are even... Oh, I have to... Nah. Duh. I've got to flip these around. So this one's junk. Object, transform, reflect, copy. Oops. And then I could do the same with this. I could do this. This should work. It might be a little off, we'll see. Object, transform, reflect, copy. Shift so it doesn't fuck around too much. Oops. Group. Let's see how this sits. Looks pretty good, right? It's amazing. Chat pause due to scroll. What? Lotion time? Oh, way. No way. Not yet. Oh, you bought a sticker? How did I miss that? There was no sound? Oh, well, I appreciate your purchase. Thank you for supporting me. I love it. I love it. This is Adobe Illustrator. And if you're looking for Leathercraft software that you might want to try that I have not tried, but people on TikTok are talking about, it's LeatherCAD. Look into that. Look into that. All right. Where are we at? We might as well. We might as well. It's not minus well. It's might as well. Might as well. Might as well. You can do it. All right. That's a, you know, that's a good spot. Looking good. That one's back. Let's see. This should go back to there. No. To here. There we go. And then this should come to the front. Nice and simple, right? Tanya was asking what kind of program do you use. Oh, that was ages ago. Never mind. Is TikTok not scrolling either? Or people just pipe down? Yeah, they pipe down. All right. So we're in a good spot here. We've got a nice area for all our art. If it was me, wait a second, it is me. I would, before I take this into Procreate, I would probably do something like, what's going on here? I've got something weird happening. This isn't grouped. Okay, what are you doing here? Buddy, get over here. Come with me. Paste that in there. Okay. Better. I would probably do this before Procreate, unless, no, whatever. This is what I would probably do. Minus 0.3. So now we've got a nice spot for our art to go. And we can put it right in there perfectly. Yeah. I guess some other options could be, you know, I'm not going to fuck with this too much, but, you know, you could always throw some stuff in here that's got the same kind of curve, like this action, where it's kind of flowy. And break those parts up too if you wanted to. Whoop, if you wanted to. But I'm not going to, because I like where we're at. Gumby said, was about to ask if you're going to add another offset for the tooling part. Nice. There you go. We're a flying. Now, we could do buckles or we could do button studs. I should probably just do buckles. Buckles make the most sense. And of course, you know, if I was to, I wonder how big this is going to look if it's 1/8, because I use those crazy rivets. I wonder what this is probably too close to the edge if it's 1/8. Yeah, that'll be too close to the edge if it's 1/8. And this is, would I do a whole other section? Probably. I'd probably 1/8 inch. Yeah, it would have to be in a bit more. It'd be nice if I could just replace the stitching holes with a rivet, but that's so close to the edge. So I would probably have to go a little bit further in when I do a, well, let's just do it for the hell of it. We've got this structure already. All right. What is that? What is that? Here we go. Offset minus 6 mil? Maybe 6 mil. Let's get rid of this other bit here. 6 mil dashed line. The weight should be, does this work like this? 1/8 inch. That looks right. Yeah, that was the right size that I used before. All right, 100, 90. 90's getting closer to what I'm looking for. I like the center points, but I still want it to... We're going to go with that. And then we are going to expand appearance. Expand. We're going to make it so it has no fill, and we're going to give it an outline of 0.75. All right. Why is the line still on there? What did I fuck up? Oh. Am I crazy? I think I am a bit crazy. There we go. Why was the line still on there? I don't know. Object, path. Oh, no, I do want that on there because I want to be able to move these. Oh my god, how many groups does this need? What the fuck's going on? There we go. Remove snap to grid. Why did that get all fucked up? Anyways. Might need to add a couple for the corners. Yeah. I'm on it. I'm on it. And then this is just, once again, playing with the spacing of these and just kind of concealing how they sit. And this is going to fuck this all up again. I don't know why. Yeah, why is it doing that? Weird. Anyways, it looks pretty close for right now. Select this edge. Offset the path again. We're going to double it up. Minus 0.4. It's getting pretty narrow, but you know. There's still enough space to make something cool. It is a vambrace. There isn't a lot of space in general. These always look a little odd because the corner's in here and it's out here. I always want to, I'm like, I just feel like I need to pull them in. Oops. I'm not going to fuck with it. Looking good. All right. Now we're going to make some buckles. How many buckles do we make on the 4-inch? Because we're really, realistically, though, the vambrace is, what, 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5 inch total length on the outside of the arm. On the inside, it is 4 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, ish. Will you need to make the wings a bit longer to deal with the bigger offset for the rivets? You need to, yes, 100%, you are correct. Underneath here, whoops. Look at that, yeah. It would be very tight. But we can also just, damn it, I don't want to select one of those at a time. Come on. Ah, shit. Let's see if I can just go like this, and like that, and go bam. Copy those. Get back into here. Paste them in place. We are so close to the edge. Would I leave it like that? It sucks to have two separate patterns completely. I might be overthinking it as far as that goes, but we are going to move it. 'Cause why not? Is that going to work, or did I miss something? That should be good. That's so fucking weird. There, it's better. I don't know what the hell happened there. Very strange. But we got taken care of. We can get rid of that. We can transform, reflect, copy it. Boom. Close enough, right? So now we've got a stitched version with a larger area for art, and then the smaller area on the other one. I guess we got to do two different art bits, but whatever. All right. For our straps, I'm going to snap to grid again, so we can keep control of everything nicely, you know? Oh yeah, we got this stupid thing. Where did this come from and why is it lagged? The hell? Is it a... We're gonna stare at this again for a bit. What's this? I don't know what's going on. Anyways. I use 5/8 buckles a lot. I'm gonna do the same on this. It will be a 5/8. Oops, it's linked. Oh, it's in the wrong spot, I think. Yeah, right there. Boom. 5/8. Do I do 5/8? Yes, I do. Let's do. That's probably all right, honestly. You can drag these in. 1 inch long, probably 0.2. 0.2 is probably okay. And we can drag these in. We've got our little center bit. I always do 1/8 rivets. Make this a little longer, unless of course I do like these are probably spaced okay. A little more. And a little more. And now I'm going to grab these and make them a group so they are nice and even. And then I can take the whole thing and center it and it'll totally work. Yes, it did. Good. You know, honestly, this is such a big buckle. I don't think it's out of the question to just chop that down and bring this in. Maybe even do a 1/2 inch. Yeah, let's do a 1/2 inch. They're so gigantic. Oops. Did that not work, or am I high? Why is that not working? Oh, that is not working because of the curve bits. Because, whoops. If you put them at a maximum curvation, I'm going with it, then they wouldn't be that curved at 1/2 inch, so it fucks everything up. Alright. Now we can go yoink. And we can go in here and go yoink. Everything should be centered, but double check. Good. Why is this so fucked? Oops. What am I doing wrong? Well, they gotta be the same. We need this to be, it's a 1/2 inch plus a 1/2 inch plus strap width plus a little bit more. Plus 2 strap widths. So it's going to be 1 inch. 1.5. That seems really long. 1.25? Oops. Wrong spot. Undo. 1.25. Maybe. Then 0.16. 0.18. There. deflect. Everybody went quiet. All right. I guess we could put some holes in these. I kind of want to do a, now that I think about it, I do want to do a button stud closure on something soon. I should do it on this as well. It's an extra bonus thing. Like, how much of this do we really want hanging off the edge of this fucking thing, right? It's a lot of hang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's almost a 6-inch wrist. Gumby says, I'm liking the buckles and straps. I want to switch my vambrace design to use buckles and straps instead of lacing. It's a good idea. Make it so. Just staring at this forever. Well, the good news is I have a laser cutter. Oh, did I tell you I'm getting a new laser cutter because I'm a lunatic? Oh my god. I had said I was done, but I had also said to myself, unless somebody, a professional comes along, so Thunder Laser wants me to take one of their lasers for some content, so there'll be some Thunder Cats laser content soon. All right. Put that over here so I can look at it right. Anyways, Gumby says laser cutter would be cool, but that's going to be a long way down the line for me. I hear you. And that's why I was a little apprehensive about it, because, you know, I want to make sure that the content that I'm doing is for people. Like, I don't want to just be doing a bunch of laser content and there people are like, we don't have a laser cutter. Hello. But for my business in general, it'll be a great deal. So I got to just make sure I keep hands on a lot. But yeah, so we'll see. All right, where we're at. We're putting on these buckles. That's probably fine right there. Actually, doot, and then doot. Yeah. All right. You know, this is another thing where you can go, if you're feeling, if you're anal retentive, like I might be a little bit, we can go here. And we can do an offset again. You know, that's not a bad spot right there. Now we kind of have a general guide for where we want both of these. Take the other one and put it like, actually remove the snap. It's probably a good spot. This should come down a little more. And then just get rid of that. Right. And we can just get rid of this one. We can group this object path. Oh, no. Transform. Object. Transform. Reflect. Copy. This might need to be brought down a little more. It's kind of high. 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. Gumby says, I just got into leatherworking in February. Well, welcome to the wonderful world of leathercraft. And now I can do this as well. I can just grab a chunk of this, copy it, paste it down here, and just overlap it. Then I can get rid of that part of it. Same thing. Make that disappear. Take this, group it, object, transform, reflect, copy, move it over to the edge, and then send these both to the back of the project. If there's layers, they'll be at the back. So we're gonna arrange, send it back, which brings this to the front. There we go. We've got straps, we've got double pieces for both rivets and stitching, because I'm crazy like that. We're almost at the 2-hour mark, and I still got art to do. Damn, it's pretty good. All right, so here's the deal, because we're coming to, like, I'm not going to be able to get art done fast enough for this to be just magically released, but this is your moment to shine, everybody. If you know how to use email, now's the time. Send me an email, info@darkhorseworkshop.com right now, not in an hour, not in 15 minutes, right now, time stamped right now, and you will get this pattern for free when I finish it off with some art and proper formatting. info@darkhorseworkshop.com. I'm gonna paste that into the TikTok Glue chat as well. There we go. If this interests you, now's the time to make your email known and stuff. So I'll probably finish it up this weekend. Like I've got the ability to do so. I was gonna stop the stream, but it's only 2, and I do have shit to do. Oh, you know what? Like, you don't have to put something special in the subject line. I'll figure it out since I've already said it. But put in the subject something like free pattern. That'll get it. Free pattern. And if you haven't done that, and you already sent me an email, don't send me another one. I'll be able to figure it out. I'm fucking incredible. I'm a genius at reading emails. Don't worry about it. Just send me another one. I mean, don't send me another one. Don't send me another one, or you'll get multiple of the same fucking thing. Yeah. I see Colin just joined. Hey, Colin, if you want a free pattern, now's your time. Now's the time. You just send me an email. info@darkhorseworkshop.com. Say free pattern. You just joined the stream. I'm going to be giving this pattern away for free for the people that are here right now. If you're still here, Colin, go for that. If you're not here, well, you missed out. What can I say? Trust sent 3 just to be sure. Of course you did, Trust. Thank you. Appreciate you. I'm going to turn my camera around. It's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm going to do some just general work and hang out. This might be a little awkward as I get this set up because it's not prepped for it, but I'm sure you guys could figure it out. I'm going to do a little I'm going to hit the intermission button. You guys go have a pee, get a drink. I'm going to hit the intermission button, and then I'm going to come back with some just armor, just making SCA armor and hanging out until I sweat it out, you know? All right. Be back in probably 5 minutes. Testing? Ooh, that's really loud. Is it really loud? Testing. Yeah. Test, test, test. Yeah, that's about right. Ooh, it's still really close. If I get excited, things may get really loud. Hey, test failed successfully. There you go. So now we're back in action here with all this shit. Alright. Now I gotta remember what all my buttons do. You hit the crafting button? It's like I've been gone for 3 weeks and everything goes to shit. That light's kind of in a weird spot right now. Is my head cut off? It is. A little bit. I'm gonna fix that. It would drive me crazy. Everybody hold on to your lunch. How's the microphone? Because this is that wireless mic I've got now. Watch, it'll be too... That's fine. Right? Why am I feel like I'm super golden. Am I super golden? A little bit. It's just my background. Anyways, what do we got going on here? We've got some random shit that I could work on. What level of random is it? Oh, damn it. Well, whatever. I'm just gonna peter around here a little. Peter putter. Sound is good for you. Awesome. Love it. Love it. It's not like I have a ton to do, but might as well. Rusty says sound is okay. Do you mean sound is okay? Sound is okay-ish? Or sound is okay? One already done? This. Test, 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 test. Yep. And look at these plates I got ready. I got a couple plates for my SCA arms. I got these. They're kind of cool. I got to clean them up, obviously. And then some Raven plates. Oh, I should check my... Supposed to be going for dinner. I gotta check. 1 sec. Mm-hmm. 1 second. How deep is the engraving on those plates? As deep as I want it to be. This is probably... Oh, so it's not super deep. I don't know. I'd have to just have to look at a ruler. See if I can figure out what that even is. I don't know, like a couple mil, maybe? Very, very shallow. I've done some really deep ones before, but they just get a little sketchy, so. I miss your build videos. You used to make and post on YouTube. Hey, Jay, I'm in the middle of doing a build video. Hopefully it'll be done soon. I've been really slacking, and I know. I've been saying that for a while now. I also miss my build videos. So, I'm right there with you. Is that already done? It is. Jordan, I was thinking in terms of power speed on the laser. Oh. How deep is the engraving on those plates? What? Now that I'm done with... What's the power and speed to engrave how I have engraved? Let's see. 5.4 custom Vegetan. Engraving. My engraving on both of those in the Xtool software, not the Xtool software, the WeCreate software, is 100% power at 300 millimeters a second on a 45 watt laser. McEwen says sound is meh. It's all right. Is it just because it's my voice? Is that what you're saying? Here's my little microphone. Jay says, girlfriend and I were going to try an SCA event again in our area. We stopped because unless you were a fighter, they were rather pointless. But for weekend camping 2 nights, it was $90 and it was on a gravel pad. Does that seem high? What event was that? Because I don't think I've ever paid $90 for an SCA event. Well, maybe golf. Maybe Golf Wars is $90 or something. I will say there are many people in the SCA that do not fight, but they do other things. They do the arts. They do thrown weapons, archery. They Food service. They dance. They make mead. Make coins. They host feasts. You know? Harvest days. Whereabouts is that? I haven't heard of that one. Also, was there a non-member surcharge? Because that's a thing too, right? It's good to be a member. You get some money off all the time. Ohio. I don't think I've ever been to Ohio. Jason says I was being stopped every few minutes at Oren last weekend. Referred at least 45 people to both your website and YouTube. Most new to your YouTube, seeing the build in person impressed many. That's awesome. Love it, Jason. Jay, so no, this was just for camping, not admission. I don't even know what that's craziness. That doesn't mean I've never had an event where you had to pay separate camping and separate admission. That doesn't make any sense to me. So it's all one fee. There's lots of things you can do in the SCA. You just gotta find your thing. I am currently Prince of Tiri. So I have a pointy hat. Gouge. Did you make the leather version of the crown you now have? Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. That is true. What brand of beveler is this? This is an Odin. I'm not sure if I like them. I'm still undecided. I've been using them for a while. I'm still undecided. Like, I use them all the time. But I feel like there should be a better beveler. But maybe I'm just, I don't know, weird expectations. This one's a 1 or 0? No, this is a 2. A 2. Mag being an overachiever and winning pointy hats when he made the leather pointy hat. Exactly. Where is my other camera? Oh, it's over there. Yeah, whatever. I'm not going to be doing this for long. I've got stuff to do, but other stuff is going to be mainly off camera. Steven says, I don't SCA much anymore either. Honestly, I don't Honestly, I don't. Honestly, I don't go to the big practice anymore because no matter how much, a lot of the things I do, all I hear from the fighters is, you don't fight. Well, other things I do, that's some interesting. I think the you don't fight is only in regards to teaching. That's about it. There's tons of people there that don't fight. I know you said you put some armor on a little while ago, but you still haven't been fighting regularly. And how long did you fight for before you stopped? I can't even remember. That was some of the most impressive typing I've seen in a long time from you, though. That was really good. Come watch the stream as I bevel black on black. An overhead camera. I'm gonna grab my other lens. At least I can be closer to the black on black, right? Where is it? There we go. Oh. Ignore the white. There, it's a little better. My eyes! I gave you a totally fair warning. Totally. Ish. One second. Better? I don't know. Whatever. What thickness of leather do you use for vambraces? For SCA vambraces, I try and get 11 or 12 ounce is my goal, with some upper plates that are 10 ounce. I'm currently on, I've got some vambraces I need to make, and I'm thinking about if I want to use this 14, and it's really heavy. If I was just doing costume vambraces, I could go to like 8 to 10. Thickness of plates not mattering at all. But you don't want to go too thin, even if it's not for fighting, because otherwise you're gonna just lose structure. It's gonna get a little weird. You can do some fun soft vambraces that are splinted or whatever, but if you want like just a well-structured, firm vambrace, then you should probably do 8 to 10 minimum for costume. If you're doing a wallet vambrace, you can totally do like a heavier piece and then use some thin leather for the wallet area. Jordan says, I am only an amp garter. I wouldn't put only on that. You're an amp garter. I like making stuff and then fighting while wearing the stuff I make for me and others. That's always yeah, that's great. I love it. Your local practice is pretty much just fighting. Well, you know, like our local, whatever McEwen said there, our local practice is definitely not just fighting. Not even close to just fighting. It's a huge get together. Hell, there's probably 40 or 50 people there. I think 15 people at tops in armor, but lately it's been like 8 to 10. I had these all separated into beveled and not beveled, and then I put them all together like an idiot. There we go. Getting a little gucky on the hand here from laser cutting this. Even my straps I laser cut. Richard says, our local practice has a pretty good mix of activities. Oh yeah. Ours has heavy, just like the obvious ones, like thrown weapons, heavy, rapier, a bunch of people doing scribble and hanging out. McEwen says, Jay, if I had never fought, it wouldn't be an issue, I think, but I did. I fought for 8 years. Because of that, I hear about how I don't fight every time I go. I think you only hear about how you don't fight when you teach. When you're trying to teach people stuff, people are like, but you haven't fought in how long? That's the only time like that would seem to come up. Or when you mock people like me for something we've done fighting. And be like, I don't see your armor. Where's your armor? Which is totally fair. You fought for 8 years? Man. I'll be honest, it seemed shorter than that to me. 8 years, that's crazy. My idea of time is fucked. What kind of knife do you recommend using for inner curves? I use an Olfa knife for everything other than, you know, unless I'm using my laser. I just use an Olfa knife. But if you want a tighter curve, get a pointier blade is my best suggestion. McEwen may have some ideas, since he works where all the tools hang out. Richard's, McEwen says, I still know how. I train on my Pel regularly. Well, that's great. But if you're not an active fighter, sometimes it's hard to take advice from somebody who's not an active fighter. Is a good way of putting that. Or, like, your knowing how may not be exactly the knowing how that we're expecting to teach people. Or your ability to teach stuff might be not up to par, right? Get your point across. There's lots of things. I think I remember you saying, I can teach a flat snap. That's fair. But there are a bunch of different ways to teach a flat snap. Some people overcomplicate, and you don't want to overcomplicate things. But just to say that people we're bugging you about not fighting, that's a blanket statement that just happens. It has nothing to do with you just showing up. There's more to it than that. Holy fuck, that's a long strap for no reason. Because otherwise we'd be saying that to everybody. And we don't. We don't say that to everybody. Jay said, you thought about trying it when I had asked about whether working seems a little while back. Ever do a challenge build using actual leather working knives? Oh. No, I've never done that. Something is wrong with how this strap is in digital. Got a little bump on it for some reason. Both of them have the same bump. Very weird. I need to get some new Ulfa knife blades because I've been working with these ones for what seems like a couple of weeks. The very, very last little bits of them. Beveling world. Yeah. Hey, show me how you sharpen your bevel. Sure, I can do that. There's a couple of options. Depends on if you have a flat or a keen, like pro beveler where it's got that slotted groove like I have here. Where's my... There it is. So we've got either this little thing, which is kind of annoying, but as long as I've got some sandpaper, I don't feel too bad about it. Oh, it's all bent. Damn, I gotta look out for that. Oh, I bent it back. Everything's good. So one side of these are flat, one's rounded. I'll do the rounded side, and I'll put my this is 600 grit. I wouldn't mind it being finer. And I just run it over it. Another thing you can do if you don't have one of these, though, is you can take a pretty crispy piece of leather, like here's something that's kind of crispy, I guess, and you can groove your edge. And then you can take your jeweler's rouge, wherever the fuck it is, and put it on that edge that you just cut perfectly to the shape of your beveler. And then you can draw it back along that edge to polish and sharpen it. I'm not really in frame, but you know what I'm doing. Like that. And then it's got it's a little blackened from the metal. And that's the whole deal. McCune says, yeah, well, there's a reason I don't come to practice anymore. I got tired of every time I open my mouth, I have people telling me not to, even if it's talking about armor, which I still actively do. What? I open my mouth, I have people... Oh, if you're talking about fighting. Well... I don't know, dude. I don't know what to tell you, dude. You should get back in armor. That's what you should do. That would solve that. really quickly. Moldak says, well, I'm off to bed. It's quite late here. Bye for now, and see you on Discord and next stream. Thanks for hanging out. Talk to you later, Moldak. Just as far as this goes. Says lotion. I'm almost done the stream. I'm gonna finish beveling this stuff, then I gotta wash my hands and lotion up. Ow. An exaggerated ow. Wasn't that owie? Oh, okay. It seemed very orange. Like I want to check something. I feel like my settings on my camera are not correct. Oh. Who knows? I'm a little short in this now, aren't I? Doesn't really matter. Better. And blurry. There. Fixed just in time to finish off the stream, really. Anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna finish off the stream. That's about it for today. Where are we at for time on this freaking thing is what I'm curious about. 2.5 hours. It's not bad. Glad you like it, Frederick. Glad you like it. Yes, so if you emailed me, great. That's awesome. I'm going to finish up that pattern and get it out to both Patreon anyways, and then to you guys who were not part of that. Thanks for hanging out. Have an amazing weekend. If you're already in your weekend, have an amazing rest of your weekend. I guess both work. And I will talk to you on the Discord. And see you soon. And shit. But thanks. Bye for now. And I'm not raiding anybody. I'm not in the mood. Ciao.